today. Okay, good morning, everybody. So I really hope that all of you are having a really wonderful stay at Corning right now. I hope that you're all settling very comfortably and easily, and finding enough things to occupy yourself at the mentioned Corning building, apartment, living quarters. It is definitely going to be very long and very tiring and boring stay here for this week, starting today and the last couple of days. Okay, I just want to tell you about what's going to be happening this week and all the plans that I have. Just how the schedule's going to work and everything. So I gave you yesterday and then the ending of Saturday to just kind of, unpack your things first of all, get settled in, have one day where you can be there. I understand that before we met here, right as we left the Minton headquarters, I'm very proud of you for taking the initiative and cloning whoever you want to clone, include yourselves. A lot of you took the opportunity and the advantage to clone Zach Callison, the honorary Edmonton person right now. What a proud title that is. What a really wonderful title. So you all really need the attention and the relationship and really the communication and doing and talking with the mentioned person, because I don't want you to feel lonely, because that's what I want to ensure, is that you don't feel lonely. And I know one thing is that my honorary mentioned person really can lift up spirits of anyone who is feeling lonely with a kind of a casual type relationship. And I find that very charming in several ways, as is my honorary mentioned person. And handsome as well. So, anyway, let's see here. Now, I want to talk to you about several things, one of which is your germ killers. This is really important that you're taking the safety precautions. You're following all of the orders with the social distancing, and you have your germ killers with you. The little white bottles that have like sunscreen in them. So I'm going to tell you again, you rub it on the part of your face that a face mask would cover, and also your hands if you were to touch others. Remember to do it before, forcing it onto and having the other person apply it. And you can talk and do things, and you can stay on less of the distance, however long you want to. It does really absorb into your skin, and then absorbs the germs, and then it's there, and then it's kind of non-existent, so you need to apply a little bit more of it. It's kind of like face padding a little bit. Well, it goes, but then it comes back when you don't apply it enough. So that's one thing. The other thing is dinner. I heard that you had really a great dinner that they prepared for you last night. I heard that you had steak with mushrooms and peppers and onions on it, and I really hope that you enjoyed that with some mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans and everything that they prepared. I heard that this style of cooking is very, exquisite but really good home cooking, because they do put a lot of effort and time and really care into what they do and what they cook. So I really appreciate that they're doing all this for us. Really, it's really wonderful, and very selfless, I should add. Now I want to, now that I talked all about that, I want to talk to you about just how things are going to work in terms of the schedule. I'm going to be having a meeting here daily. So once today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Every morning, we're going to be having a meeting like this in the living room. I was thinking of doing it downstairs, but there's a lot of cobwebs, and we tried it, and it was very uncomfortable. This is where you can all sit down. On different chairs, and like there's a lot of places to sit. Now, and additionally with that, the next thing that I want to talk about is before I forget, cancel projects will be due by the end of this month, July 31, I believe. So you have from now till the end to get those things done. I'm really, really looking forward to see your creativity into the project, and what you're doing. Because there's a lot of ideas for you to do, and I have all the directions and all the criteria, all of that information for the project on my page listed out. It answers any question that you would have. So remember the themes of Cancer, they're listed out. Remember home, nostalgia, family. You need to do one small little project encompassing all of those different themes. And the idea for this is to really get personal and creative with all the different ideas, and really talk about family and also friends. All of that is, like broken down, organized, laid out for you over there. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions also. Zach is doing one as well, weren't you? Not as much as you're doing, unfortunately, but he is doing that. So he, I talked with him about the project and how it works, and all the information. So if you have any questions, or you're concerned or struggling with something, then please email me. You can call me. Or you can come to me at this address that you're at right now, although I'm not always available. Okay. So, but I would just call or email me. Okay, so call or email me, ask me about it. You can ask the original Zach Callison, and also your clone, because I can see a lot of you made clones, and I can see a couple of those clones in here. Hi, one person. So you can ask your personal replica of Zach Callison, because it takes your body and also your mind as well, and it just exactly clones it over. The thing is, they were specifically set up so that it would be unrealistic or impossible to separate the mind from the body. How someone is when they're being cloned is how that clone will be. It's just how it works, and there's no way to make that person's mind and the body different, which is a good thing if you know what I mean. So your clones will help you out with that if you need anything. I hope that you're bringing enough stuff to occupy you, books, music, all those things. TV shows, because they do have a gaming room and billard room, and also a TV and all of the different things to occupy you. And I really hope that you're spending great quality time with Zach. And I want to talk about that a little bit today. I want to talk more about what my plans will be, and also the visitations that I've had. Now, that's one thing I want to talk about before I forget. I have screencasts that I made on there for you to watch. Again, it's very, very specific. So, yeah. So, now I want to talk about the schedule. So, meeting in the morning, like about this time, be here. Clubus meeting. And then in the afternoon, we're going to get together and we're going to be brainstorming ideas and songs and the story, and also the history for the Charles Pizer soundtrack. And I do have actually a song that I actually fully composed for that. So I have some ideas, and hopefully you have a lot of ideas because you probably know it better than I, because you played, the character. So I'm really looking forward to what you have, to make this really great. Um, yeah, that's what's going to be happening, and also the lessons. I also have a couple of little songs that I want to, that I want you to learn: the hanging tree and then the both sides now, and also just because honorary a Minton person, honorary you're still being honored, even though now you're a Minton person after the raise your glasses to the joy. So I'll talk with you all about that, of what my ideas are for that. Let's see. And also, I have a musical surprise that I think that you would really enjoy. It's going to be really, really special. So someday, I want to show a dance with you on Shall We Dance from The King and I. You know that song, Shall We Dance? Da, 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 do, 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 kind of thing. I think that'd be really, really fun. So anyway, before I go into the Piscean land, I want to get back to the Virgonian land, if you know what I'm talking about, because I want to talk to you about something that you've been wondering about. Leo season is coming up, but I'm going to actually get to that later. A lot of things to talk about. One thing is the Cancer song. When we get back, we will be delaying Leo season until we get back. We're going to learn the music for that real quickly. We're just going to buzz through it, and we're going to put on like a mini concert with just that one Cancer song, okay? And then we're going to be done. It's going to be like an informance, like a performance that's informal, okay? So that's one thing. Another thing is that also having to do with where we're astrologically going. We're not going to be back till next week, and Leo season will be starting up right around the corner, and I have already paid for with the fortune, and you all clone the fortune that I took out of my bank account, so you can get your own copies on the Kindle, if you have a phone especially, or if you bought a Kindle, of the book for Leo, if you're planning to join Leo Clubus. Leo Clubus is going to, actually, we're just going to barely get into it. I'm actually going to just start just getting into it, starting on Wednesday. So in a couple of days, that's when the first meeting for Leo Clubus will be meeting, if you're planning to join that, if you have it in your chart or wherever, and we'll go all over the expectations and what's going to be happening that day. So I think that this Leo season is going to be really, really fun. It's really a shame I don't have it in my natal chart, but so be it. I think it's going to be really, really interesting and really, really exciting. And I was reading a little bit of the introduction, and I really admire how it was written, because it's written very poetically. It's written poetically, and I want to I'm just talking about it right now, but I want to tie into when Jill Vertez was here at the event. And remember, on like